A KG win at Turf Moor, but that was more than expected. Happy to come back with all 3 points. Welcome to Menace the Monk. We are talking about the review of the Liverpool versus Burnley game, which was away. Let's dig straight into it. It's going to be a short one. There isn't a lot to talk, but let's get started. Let's talk about the starting lineup. I think a lot of people were a little surprised to see. I know we keep saying this on this channel that a lot of people were surprised, but I think I thought that Jota would start this game, but again, we can't have a lot of complaints. Um, the midfield again was pretty functional. I think that uh, Fabinho was very, very important, and we will talk about his goal, of course. And the defense, Klopp went ahead with his strongest one. Um, Now, talking about the game, look, it was never going to be an easy game for us. That was, pretty much established before even a ball was kicked. It is not easy to go to Turf Moor and win, but we did. The wind wasn't helping, the weather wasn't helping, the conditions were very, very nasty from a weather standpoint. There was a terrible wind which as Klopp said, sometimes can work in not in our favor as well. um, I think Burnley made it difficult, which they do. It was pretty much going to happen. They were not allowing us any space. Nick Pope made some great saves in the first half and the second half as well, to be honest with you. And Naby Keita, I think, particularly did well in terms of holding on to the ball or finding Salah or Mane. Um, I think that at overall, in terms of how we looked, Salah and Mane both, they looked a little off, I would say. The finishing wasn't great. Clinical, let's say. The finishing wasn't clinical. Uh, but I think, we held on. There were some lucky moments as well. I think definitely for me, the man of the match would be Alisson. I mentioned about him in our last review, and he and said how he important he is. Here he was, literally making saves, and he was absolutely brilliant. I think Weghorst, probably from a neutral standpoint, should have finished off some of the chances, but gladly for us, he didn't. And we had a bit of a rub of the green. One incident which I would say, again, the penalty incident, the penalty shout, I think it was a clear penalty. Vigos gets nowhere near the ball. He trips Salah, and he was brought down. I think it was a penalty. I think it was a very clear penalty. Let us know in the comment section what you think about that incident. Now, coming to the goal, I think it was purely persistence from Fabinho's end. He takes a gamble. He's just saying, can I be there? Can I be there? And he is, and he's there for the rebound as well. So that that got done, and of course post that Burnley tried to come back into the game. We were never comfortable, and I was not expecting us to be at Turf Moor. So that's a little bit about the game. I think now we move on to Inter, and it is going to be a very different game compared to what we saw at Burnley. Difficult as well. Not that Burnley was easy, but it is going to be a lot more technical, if I say so. It will be interesting to see who Klopp picks for this one. I think hopefully we do play Thiago, because even yesterday, the moment Thiago comes on, we look very different. We look much stronger. So we hope Thiago starts this one. That is going to be good for us. But yeah, I mean, we are still some paces off Man City, and I don't think they are bothered by us yet. But like I said, like everybody says, we've got to keep chipping and see if if there is an advantage um, to take at some point in the season. But yeah, that's the review. Let us know in the comment section what you made of the performance, what you thought about Burnley, what you are thinking about Inter. Please make sure that you like the video. A subscribe would be fantastic if you haven't done yet. Cheers and up the Reds.